Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today going to be dealing with the rear of my 2009 Silverado 2500HD. If you've seen my videos, the front bumper that I made for the truck, if you didn't, go check them out. But I'm going to do a similar type bumper in the rear. I'm not going to be building this one myself. I'm not going to do the DIY bumper. I found something online that I think matches the look of the front one. Here it is. It's not put together all the way here. It actually comes in pieces, which is interesting. They must do that, I'm guessing, for shipping purposes to save money. But it's kind of like a modular bumper where you got two end caps here that are going to bolt onto the main bumper. It comes with brackets. This bumper, I'll have links to this bumper, guys, in the description. This is actually for a 1500 of the same body style. So it's not really made for the 2500, so I'm going to have to do some modifications, not to the bumper but to the mounts, I believe. So I'm gonna have to modify these, and I'll show you what I do. I've done this before on another 2500. I can probably link that video at the end of this video. But anyway, I guess I got to get the stock bumper out of the way, and also I'm going to be replacing the trailer hitch at the same time. Reason I'm doing that, guys, is because this trailer hitch bolts onto the bumper, so it is using the bumper as partial support. This bumper here, you cannot bolt the receiver hitch to that bumper, so you're probably gonna lose capacity there. I don't see how it could be safe just taking those bolts out and just leaving them out. There's no way that hitch has all the support it needs without the bumper. So I am replacing the hitch. I've got a Kurt hitch, and actually I picked this thing up actually for that Duramax that I had, but it should be the same frame as that. And this is the Kurt XD. It's rated to 16,000 pounds trailer weight, and then 17 with a distributing hitch, and that's way more than this truck is ever going to see on a bumper pull. So it should be fine with that hitch if it all bolts up, which I hope it will. But I won't know that until we get this bumper out of the way. So I guess let's get to disassembly. Okay, so with all the bolts out, I gotta unplug the trailer plug and your license plate lights. And that should be it. Stock bumper off. Okay, so in order to get this factory hitch off, there's 4 more bolts, 2 on each side, 21mm socket, and then you gotta hold the wrench or the bolt on top. Factory hitch gone. Okay, so we got a clean slate in the back here, getting ready to put this new Kurt hitch in place. And the factory hitch says it's rated to 13,000 pounds. I think that's with a distributing hitch. This one's rated to 17,000, and you can feel the weight difference. This thing is way heavier than the factory. Plus the factory one is a 2.5 and this is a regular 2-inch. So I don't need that stupid adapter that rattles like crazy. Comes with new hardware, and you can see here it says 2001 to 10 Chevy GMC 2500 3500. So there we go. It's gonna work with this truck. There's the part number if you want to know. I think 15302. And then they show you where to put the bolts here. You will use 4 of the factory holes for the first 2. This one here, this one in the rear, goes further back on the frame. These are the bolts they want you to use. This one here is for the big hole. There's a big hole in the frame, smaller hole in the frame. And then you use your original, if you use your original bumper, you use the bolt that you just took out, because it's got a welded nut on the top side of the bumper mount. Again, I'm going to be changing my bumper, so I'm going to have to do something different, but the bumper came with new bolts, so we'll figure something out. But I'm going to get this bolted up and I'll be back. Okay, so got my receiver in place. Fits awesome. I've got the bumper kind of mocked up here. The 1500 mounts work on the frame, the 2500 frame. I did have to notch these mounts a little bit, so I had full adjustment forward and rear. For some reason there's a cross member there and it was kind of hitting, so just had to clearance it a little bit. But they bolt right on to the 2500 frame. So I think this is where this bumper is going to go. I kind of got it adjusted, tailgate works and everything. Another thing with the bumper all together, you can kind of see why I chose this bumper. It kind of mimics the front bumper on the side here. It's got those kickbacks like the front bumper. Also, this top side kind of simulates the front bumper. It's got these screen that kind of mimics the front bumper. It's got that screen and them trim rings and stuff like that. So it's got the stainless bolts. So it's a real good match for the front bumper. The only thing is that the powder coating, it comes with this black powder coating. And actually, guys, I mean, it looks good. It looks real good. It matches all the black. Actually matches the steps good and everything. Unfortunately, it doesn't match my Raptor Lined front bumper. So I'm going to have to probably spray the Raptor liner, the color match Raptor liner on this. Not too bad. It's not a huge area, but it's got nice lights all over it. It's got lights in here. It's got some lights there. These holes right here are for a shackle mount, so that's going to be neat. You can see that receiver, the hitch works really well with this bumper. So really happy, guys, with this bumper. It's going to take the factory trailer plug, factory license plate lights. It's going to factory tire, spare tire mount should go in there. So yeah, I think this bumper is going to work out real nice. Like I said, I've got it mocked up there right now. I'm actually going to pull it off right now, and I got to modify the mounts. I guess I'll show you. It's easier just to show you than talk about it. I'll show you what I got to do with the mounts to change them up. Okay, so here's the mount modifications that I'm doing. First thing I did is I cut this out right here. This was enclosed. There was just a kind of a big square right here. That was just to miss a rivet that's in the frame. I decided to cut that out, so it's going to make this easier. Once I get the bumper on and all lined up, all I'm going to have to do is take my bolts out of this mount, and I could slide the bumper off the truck and then slide it back on and just install these, and all I have to do is adjust forward and back, and the bumper should be lined up. So second thing I did is I took this piece and I cut it off. It was over here. I cut it off. I'm flipping this on this side, and then I'm going to weld it like that. That's going to give me the mounts higher than they were before. The magic number is 3 inches, the center of this hole to the center of that hole. And that is what I need. I'm going to weld it here. I'm going to weld it here. And I'm going to weld it on each side of this brace. And it should be just as strong as the original mount on that side. So I'm going to get to it, guys. Okay guys, so that's the wrap on the mounts. Got them all welded up. Had to grind this side flat because it's going up against the bumper, but didn't really have to grind anywhere else. So this should be just as strong, maybe if not stronger than it was before. So let's get the bumper test fit for the final time. Okay, so there it is, final fitment, proving that my new modified mounts are gonna work. No, it's not sitting on there perfect. It's angled down a little bit, but close enough that I know my new mounts are gonna work. So I gotta get this thing off. I gotta paint my mounts, and then I've got to Raptor line. Well, first I gotta disassemble it, then I gotta Raptor line this bumper. So okay, so I'm getting the bumper prepped for the Raptor liner. You can see I've got it all tore apart here. I've got some tape inside the end cap openings. I'm not gonna paint that. I've got a few other things that are gonna stay black, so it'll kind of contrast, just like the front bumper. Those inserts are black, so keeping the same theme going. I've just gone over the entire bumper with 80 grit sandpaper. I don't think you need to be that aggressive for the Raptor liner, but I wanted a really good scuff on the bumper here, so the Raptor liner will really grab a hold of this. So I've done that, and then I wiped it off with my cleaner to clean it up really good. Those are two very important things when you're painting, guys. You want the correct scuff for the job you're doing, and then you want it clean. That's gonna really help make your paint job the best it can be. So I believe I'm about ready to mix it up. I'm using the tintable Raptor liner just like I did on the front bumper. I'm going to color match my truck. Another thing is I've got tarp on certain things, or covers on certain things, because this Raptor liner, I know it's thick and heavy and it don't really fly through the air or float through the air, but you would be surprised how far it will shoot. So if you got something around your area that you're painting, you want to cover it up, because this stuff, once it sticks on there, it's really hard to get it off. So especially I'm spraying this at 60 psi, so it's coming out of the gun there and it will fly a long ways. But anyway, I've got to probably blow this off one last time, get my Raptor liner mixed up, and I'm going to start shooting. Okay, so first coat is on. I waited an hour now. I got to mix up the second half of the bottle. I'm doing this just like I did the front bumper. Mixing up half the bottle. So I got to mix up the other half, shoot this with coat number 2. And then we got to wait 2 hours. And then I can put on the clear coat. So I got to get going. Okay, so I've got the bumper Raptor lined, clear coated, just like I did the front one, and getting the pieces back on it, lights, getting my grill and stuff on the side pieces, and just trying to give it some time so it's not easily scratched here. It ain't fully hard, I think, until like 7+ days, so just trying to take it easy on it. Probably gonna get this thing assembled tonight. Might get it on my truck, we'll see, but yeah, just getting kind of some of the small details back on it. I got my license plate lights. I got some LED ones here I'm trying to fit in there, but with the Raptor liner and everything, it's a little hard, so I'm gonna have to probably do some grinding to get it to work. But yeah, I've got to get my trailer plug transferred over and my spare tire deal transferred over. So once I get this thing back together, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So there it is all together. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a ton of things to bolt onto this bumper. You got that strip piece there, you got your shackle, a mount there, you got your screens there, lights. But once it's all on there, I think it's awesome looking. Got a military kind of off-road look to it. I really like it. So it's ready to be bolted on now, so I got to get my truck, and I can't wait to see what this thing looks like. Some of these pieces I left black. The grill and the shackle mount bolts are black, and the lights kind of are black. It gives it a nice contrast versus everything being color matched. I really like it. I think it turned out awesome. Okay, so I'm trying to transfer trailering plug and lights and spare tire stuff over from the original bumper, and it's proving more difficult than I assumed. The whole problem here is this metal here is much thicker than the original bumper. So I'm having to, for the trailer plug, I actually ground the plastic off that on the inside to make it so it could go in a thicker metal, because you push that in and turn it. I've got my wiring harness here. I'm trying to get my new LED lights in there, and again, the metal is too thick. The funny thing is they've welded in a piece. They could have went with a thinner metal there, and it would have really helped the guy out, but they didn't. Got my spare tire lock window deal thing here, and this slides in this hole here, and they have this bracket, and I believe I broke mine getting it out. I think this is supposed to stay inside this, and this is supposed to be clipped on the bumper. Well, anyway, I tried to get it out, pry it out, and it broke apart. So I think I'm just going to use this piece because it's not going to let it fall through. And they got little fingers on here, and you got to pry those fingers back. I guess that's the only way I know of to get this out. I'm not exactly sure if there's a tool or what GM does here, but I guess they never take them out. They just push them through and they lock in. But it goes on here like this. You slide this through, and all them fingers, I got to bend them back down. They should lock it in place good enough for me to work. I don't really know why I'm even messing with the spare tire. because the smaller spare tire that's in there really won't work for me anyway with the bigger tires. So I've got my mounts in place here, all ready for the bumper as soon as I get this mess figured out. So I'm gonna keep trying to get all this stuff on there, and eventually I'll be ready to put this thing on. And there we go, guys. Finally finished up with this thing. I know this ain't the best view because we got bright light coming in the shop, but it is awesome. It just goes to show you guys, you can get the aftermarket stuff, kind of tweak all the little issues that the aftermarket stuff usually comes with, and you can come out with something really nice if you put some of your own time, your own skill into. I really like it, guys. And it don't cost you OEM price, guys. And this bumper actually probably around $500 with everything I've done to it. So really not that bad. This bumper is way beefier than the OEM one. I can just tell that by lifting this one up versus the other one. There's a lot more steel in this bumper. Plus it gives me my off-road look I'm after. I am just like the front, you can see more of the underside with this bumper, but I mean that's kind of the nature of the off-road stuff, guys. They don't really like stuff hanging down low. That's a no-no on off-road stuff, and I'm okay with it. The underside of this truck isn't that bad. It's actually really nice for Wisconsin anyway. But I am going to probably go get this thing washed, get it ready for some pictures, maybe some video, and yeah, I'm going to enjoy this thing. Oh, the shackles. I don't have any shackles. The bumper did come with some cheap ones. Got some better ideas for that, so that'll be in upcoming videos, guys. Also don't have the lights hooked up. I've got a T coming for my trailer plug, so I don't have to splice into any wires, cut any factory wires. These ones on the edge are going to be backup lights when I go into reverse. These ones here are probably going to just be an on and off from a switch or something. So again, I'll get to that eventually. But like I said, I'm heading out. I'm gonna pick up some tools finally. Seems like this bumper job is just took way longer than I figured it would. But when I got to custom paint everything, had to build the front bumper, all that takes time. So anyway, payoff is awesome. Front and rear bumpers look awesome. I love it. I really do, guys. Okay guys, so here we are off-road, looking at my rear off-road bumper for my truck. Like I said in the shop, I think it looks awesome. Looks even better out here. I don't trip and fall in the sand here. Yeah, real happy with it, guys. I'm gonna get some better pictures and stuff at the end of the video, but yeah, I'm not sure what to say, but I really like them. Take a look at the front one, even though this video isn't about the front one, but you might be curious about the front one. So there's the front one, and I actually had to build this front one here. It's a rough country DIY bumper. I've done some modifications to it. So it's not completely the way they designed it. There are a few changes. So anyway, I guess that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the videos on the bumpers. I'll see you.